Please, Ginger Dixon.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Are y'all having a good time? All right, that was awesome. We need a copy of it. Well, thank you to the committee for inviting me to be a part of this track and field state championship ring ceremony. I am grateful to you for recognizing the Lady Cats' first state championships title in track in 1985, which I was fortunate to be a part of as a true freshman. Refugio has always been known for its track program as well as its football program. Refugio's track program, however, has won the most state championship titles, more than any other sport. Even though track does not get as much recognition as I believe it should, it remains a very challenging, self-demanding sport. From my experience, track can be an individual sport as much as a team sport, and is also a sport of endurance as well as speed and talent. Track is such an exciting sport because the so called favorites and elites do not always come out on top. And there could always be a new star crowned at the latest event. Being the first female in the state of Texas to win 5 gold medals at the state track meet in 1988 didn't happen overnight. It took hard work, determination, dedication, support from family and friends, and a great coach. I, I would like to thank Coach George Harris for always believing in me and supporting me. Even though some of my teammates criticized me and called me Coach Harris's favorite, my drive to strive for the best contributed to our winning state championship titles 4 years in a row, and a legacy leading up to this year with Coach's vision. Coach Harris was always there for me. He would take the time out of his busy schedule and come watch me participate at track meets during my collegiate years. Today, he continues to keep in touch with me, and every year he would text me and say, "You know, today's my day." And I'm like, "I know, Coach." Send a message on Facebook. And we used to give that poor man a hard time. But Coach Harris was a tattleteller with good intent. Anytime I goofed off at practice, he was sure to let my mama know. Whenever he was at home sitting quietly in his recliner, Miss Harris knew something had happened at practice, and she would say, "George, what did Ginger do today?" I was that athlete that hated to practice. And I was that athlete that hated the 4x400 relay. We loved and appreciated Coach for being such a dedicated coach and a coach that genuinely loved what he did. And he really cared for his athletes. He made sure we persevered with our God given talents. His generosity wasn't just towards his female athletes, but his male athletes as well. He would forever be in my heart, along with my family. He indeed took care of us like we were family. and we became a team that was like family. Running summer track and competing in the AAU Junior Olympics events played a very big part in my siblings and my success as far as winning state championship titles and being awarded track scholarships to pursue college. In fact, my sister, Dr. Alma Williams, and I have both been nominated for the Texas State University Women's Wall of Fame. In addition to both of us being members of the Refugio Bobcats Hall of Fame. Our parents attended every track meet and reluctantly chaperoned our summer track meets. We owe our attitude and desires for striving to be our best to our parents, our mother, the late Mary Kay Dickerson, and our father, Jesse Dickerson. He too was an awesome athlete in high school and wanted to be for running onto his children's. He would take us to the beach in Rockport to race each other in the sand to build our speed. They were our number one fans in the stands. In regards to winning, the much desired incentive for being state champions here at Refugio High School is being recognized on its Wall of Fame, which it was called Put It on the Wall. It saddens me that our pictures do not grace the halls of champions. It would mean a lot to me because it's a representation of our accomplishments, and it's something that we could show our children. I would love to walk the halls and show my son my 4 state championship pictures hanging on that wall. Refugio has a long history of traditions that we must uphold. South Texas Relays, which Refugio hosted, was better known as the Bobcat Relays, and that was the biggest meet in South Texas. I believe it would be great if that tradition could come back, since the track program for the women and men has the most UIL state championship titles combined in the state of Texas. About 13 years ago, we were recognized in Austin. We should be able to host local track meets here in Refugio, like we used to do. Our family, friends, and fans should be able to see Refugio Bobcats and Lady Cats, state track and field champions, compete locally. Nonetheless, I am glad to see that there's a billboard posting our state championship years. And to the flash, you have extraordinary speed. And when you go to college and they teach you new techniques to help you increase your speed, you are going to be unstoppable. You will be able to compete among the elite. You have a chance to try out for the 2024 Olympic trials. And you have a chance to make the USA Olympic team in 2024. You don't have to wait 4 years for the Olympics. My teammate at Southwest Texas was Charles Austin. And if you don't know who he is, he won the gold medal in the men's high jump at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. In 1990, he became the American world record holder in the high jump, and he continues to hold the record of 7 feet 10 and a half inches today. He is the owner of So High Sports and Fitness Studio. He is a personal trainer. He created the Total Body Board, which is a versatile piece of fitness equipment, and he has written a book, Head Games, Life's Greatest Challenge. He is from Van Fleck, Texas, and he resides in San Marcos, Texas, and he is a good friend of mine, and he also has a street named after him in San Marcos. And all it takes for you, Flash, is to have that one good qualifying time, and you will get picked up by a sponsor like Nike or Adidas, and you can be on your way to continued success. Student athletes, the years of dedication in developing your skills, building up your friends and teammates, and definitely benefiting from the support of your family coaches, and community will come together in those moments that seem instant to some. But we know it did not happen overnight. We will know how it all came together. And on behalf of the 1985 through 1988 Refugio Lady Cats State Track Championship winners, we'd like to congratulate the 2023 Lady Cats and Bobcats and, and state championships winners. Best wishes for your future endeavors. And thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Our second speaker is the one and only Toya Jones. We could list so much about him as a track and football star. Toyo was inducted into the Track and Field Hall of Fame in 2020. He received 13 gold medals total from the state track meet and has a total of 17 overall. He is a three-time state champion for the Refugio High School. He played football and ran track at Texas A&M and also played 6 seasons in the NFL. Toyo and Ginger are cousins. Let's just say it runs in the family. Let's welcome Toya Jones.
Hello, everyone. All right, everybody stand up. I'm glad to be home. I need y'all to stand up. Stand up. We are here to celebrate both winning the state championship. Y'all say Refugio. All right, now y'all sit down. Do y'all understand? I didn't have to come here and write. I didn't have to do nothing. I'm home. I'm talking to everybody in this room. I was in that seat as a little kid. The audience out there where y'all sat. I grew up right here in this town. And for the same athletes to be here winning state championships like we did, I'm amazed how good this is. It's a town of champions. Right out there, I think it's Welcome to Bobcat Nation or whatever. We own sports down here, y'all, and we gotta keep it going. It's something in the water, it's something in our blood, but I'm proud of these athletes for working hard to get this done. It's real hard to win a state championship. Great coaches, great athletes, and great fans. A lot of times you go to track meets and nobody's there. Everybody just comes to the regional track meet or the state or whatever, but it's a lot of times where it's in your head. It's all up to the athlete to stay focused and try to get stuff done. And I am proud to say I'm from here everywhere I go. I've been around the world, and everybody knows Refugio because of me. I'm going to go there and tell them that's my home, that's where I'm from. But also while y'all are here, besides the sports stuff, listen to these teachers, listen to the administrators above them. You got good people guiding y'all. Because the stuff you do now, like the superintendent said, it leads you on into life, into your job, how to be a teammate, how to help other people, how to work with other people. From rich to poor, black, white, remember, we have a standard here that's higher than everyone else. All those people still in class right now that aren't doing this, it shows we're special. This is a special place to be from and be proud of it. Just remember, always represent Refugio, but also congratulate to you guys just for doing so much and doing so hard. I'm proud to be here right now. I'm excited I'm here with you guys. I'm a fan of y'all. I'm so happy. Y'all don't understand how much it is because I never get to come back. And to come back to honor you guys winning state. And sometimes people overlook the girls. I'm glad that y'all did it again too. So let's keep doing it. I'll come back next year to see y'all do it again. And also, I love the football team too. So keep it up. I love Refugio. I love the Bobcats. Thank you.
third speaker is Kent Harris, the son of legendary coach George Harris. Kent was a Refugio High School quarterback when they won the state championship in 1982. He also ran track when they won the state championship in 1983. He participated in pole vault and ran on the sprint and mile relay teams. Kent went on to run track at Texas A&I, but graduated from Baylor University. Kent now lives in Houston, Texas, and is also part of the 1983 track team, who is now celebrating 40 years as the state track champions. Please welcome Kent Harris.
So it's been a minute since I walked in front of a band like 40 years ago, but I have to tell you, my heart starts thumping today just like it did the last time we ran onto the field in Brownwood, Texas to win the Class 3A state football championship. It's a neat feeling to be back, and I'm certainly thrilled to be here. We have some esteemed guests, parents, students, and athletes from Refugio. Today we stand at the intersection of history. We've achieved, believe it or not, 20 state track and field championships in Refugio, 12 for the men and 8 for the women. I don't believe there's another school in the state of Texas that has won a combined 20 state track and field championships. The 23 teams have etched their names in the annals of the school's history. They've showcased some exceptional talent, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Allow me, if you will, to take you down a brief trip in memory lane. Back in 1983, the Refugio Bobcats track and field team achieved greatness under the leadership of Coach Joe Cash. I remember him well, and he was a phenomenal track coach. But one of the greatest memories I have of Coach Cash, and I think Gene will have this same memory, is it was late one Saturday night, and we were headed back to for a treat, and we got fried chicken. He stopped and he bought every athlete a box of fried chicken. Well, it wasn't those bones flying in the back of the bus. One of those chicken bones hit Coach Cash in the back of the head. He pulled the bus over on the side of the road. He opened the windows and he threw every box of chicken on the bus on the side of the road. Is that a true story? He was passionate. I'll give him that. Under his leadership, he coached some great athletes. James Lott. At the state meet our senior year, James set a new national record in the high jump, jumping an incredible 7 feet 4 3/4 inches. That same year, he won the long jump by 6 inches, jumping 24 feet and 1 inch. We also had a pretty phenomenal hurdler by the name of Ray Hutchinson. Ray set a state record in a time of 13:4 that has stood for many, many years. We also contributed points in the sprint relay, the 300-meter hurdles, and in the pole vault. Their collective results ended up in a 62-point performance in the coveted state championship. So let's fast forward to 2023. Consecutive men's state track and field title, and a return to the podium of the historic Refugio girls program, and father who joins us here today. The men's track and field team finished with an impressive 60 points this year. Ernest Campbell's exceptional talent His time of 10.22 in the 100 meters was not only the fastest in the division, but the fastest of all divisions. Henry, a runner-up in the 400-meter dash, demonstrated heroic effort in the 1,600-meter relay. The women's championship was led by Peyton, winning 100 and running a leg on the victorious 400-meter relay. Special recognition goes to Coach Adam Spiegelman for being named as the National Federation of High School Association Section Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year. The 1983 and 2023 state championships, celebrated by nearly 4 decades, share a very common thread, and a dedication to representing Refugio with pride. They both remind us of the incredible nurtured and the incredible spirit that resides in each and every Bobcat athlete. As we reflect on the athletes of Refugio who aspire to greatness, one more. In 1983, we were only the 6th team in 1911 to win 3 consecutive state track and field championships. My challenge is to aim for the historic 3-peat, to etch your name alongside those legendary teams before you. Track and field as a sport imparts valuable life discipline, perseverance, and the importance of setting and shaping our goals with unwavering determination. Success is not a singular event, but a journey marked by countless hours of hard work and dedication. Whether through the thrill of victory or the lessons learned in defeat, track and field shapes athletes into resilient, disciplined, and focused individuals. My high school track and field exposure here at Refugio resulted in a college national championship in the pole vault and a championship to Baylor University. Track and field truly changed my life forever. In the 1983-2023 Refugio Track and Field Champions represent the legacy of excellence that defines athletic tradition. As we celebrate achievements, we also look forward to the future. Embrace the values you've learned through this sport and remember that you carry the legacy of all of those who came before you. Congratulations, Refugio athletes, and may your journey be filled with continued success. And maybe one of the most important things than anything else is that I can only hope your time on the track leads to lifelong bonds with teammates like it did for me and my brother Eugene Whitmire. Thank you.
Now we are going to recognize the Alumni State Champion teams. Please come to the stage as I call your name if you will come up the stairs on this side. 1983 Girls State Champions led by Coach George Harris and Coach Rose. Ginger, Amy Reese, Arthur May Whitmire, Marianne Whitmire, Teresa Tolliver, Teresa Lewis, Allison Williams, Tracy Creighton, Mert Brown, Sophronia Henderson. And if you remain up here, the 1983 Boys State Champions led by Coach Cash, Harris, and Freeman, Kent Harris, Eugene Whitmire, James Lott, Ray Hutchinson, David Lewis, Maurice Shaw, and Sterling. And and the 1993 boys state champions led by Coach Tim Freeman and Coach David McKinney, Kevin Marchak, Toya Jones, Dana Robinson, Roy Heron, Pete Pettis, Miles Kuntz, and Philip Deweese. And also if Coach Harris would please come up as well. Let's give a round of applause to our Alumni State Track champions. Please remain on the stage while Mayor Wanda Dukes comes to present you with a special proclamation. Mayor Dukes.
Good evening to everyone. I'm not going to read the proclamations because I made them all personal with their names on it. I'm just going to make a little speech, a little bit. I was told not to be long. I'm not long-winded. I don't know why they told me that. But congratulations to the Refugio Lady Cats and Bobcats track team, coaches and support staff for bringing home a state championship. Each one was given a proclamation, and the town of Refugio is proud to present these proclamations to Mert, Brown, Andrew Dickinson, Arthur May, Frazier, Ann Frazier, Amy DeWitt, Teresa Lewis, and I hope I'm not leaving off anyone, and Coach George Harris, who represent the 1985 Refugio Lady Cat track team, and Eugene Whitmire and Coach Cash for 1983, Toya Jones and Coach Tim Freeman and Coach McKinney for 1993 Bobcat track teams. Also, a key to the city pin is to be given at a later date because they didn't come in. I guess I should have just borrowed some of the keys from Coach Heron. He probably has all the keys to the city. Okay, and I will probably need all of y'all's addresses so that I can get them mailed to you. And I'm so sorry that I don't have them today. But each proclamation ends this way. Therefore, I, Wanda H. Dukes, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the town of Refugio, and proclaim 2023 as the 1985, the 19 Lady Cats in the 1983 and the 1993 Refugio Bobcat track team. Passed and approved the 27th day of September 2023, Wanda H. Dukes, Mayor.
We also want to say thank you to Mr. Joel Kay with the Emergency Care of Floresville, Mr. Stephen Mesa of H&M Asset Services LLC, and the alumni class of 1994 for providing the plaques and shirts for our Alumni State Champ athletes. Let's give them another round of applause. Now, we will have a slideshow presentation of our Refugio High School State Track Champions from 2023.
blocks here.
Conference 2A records 47.89 seconds. That's what these teams will be shooting for here. And we are away here in the 2A division. The girls, watch out for Refugio in 6.
That looks like lane 3 right there. That's Thrall getting off to a really quick start here.
Really important. The second leg here, the longest of the 4x1. This is where you put some of your strongest athletes. Let's see what's happening here.
Looks like lane 6, that's Refugio. They're making up that stagger there a little bit.
And we got a tight race here on the curve as Refugio makes their challenge here.
It's going to come down to this final exchange here to determine a winner.
Refugio takes the handoff in front by just a small margin, but they're getting a huge chase from Draymond on their outside. Refugio starts to pull away, though, in the final meters. It's going to be the 2A champions, Refugio.
That was exactly how we expected, Corey. We expected Refugio to come into this race and put down a pretty fast time. And that's going to be a fast time for them right there, 48-16 to win this race.
A little off.
93 to win this race. This year they're going to be one of the top seeds coming in. And then just looking at the rest of the field too, watch out for Timpson as well. They've been the fastest team in 2A this year, 42-10 at their regional championships.
For some of these smaller Texas schools too, they don't have a lot of time to practice and train on really, pristine tracks. So some of these probably, they might have dirt tracks, they might have, conditions that are a little deterrent to their efforts, but you see they're out here and could run some very good times.
Yes, now they're getting set in the blocks here, getting ready to go for this boys 2A 4x1.
We are out here, first leg of the 2A boys division 4x1.
Like we mentioned, Refugio is already coming off really strong on this first leg here.
First handoff, though, it looks like on the outside. Panhandle possibly in 7, really running well there in the yellow jersey.
That may be Marlin, too, out there in lane 8.
Incredible leg right now. We'll see if they can hang on here. Refugio definitely needs to do some work, as it does Timpson.
Like lane 8, Marlin.
And here comes on the inside now in lane 6, that's Stanford. Can they hold on? No, it's going to be Refugio pulled away here in 5 with a blistering anchor leg to take this 4x1 win.
Wow, on that final anchor leg, we saw Refugio. They went from basically not in this race to all the way to the front. Out strong here. It's a pretty even field right now.
Block start, but here in lane 7 really pulling away now. No, in 2.
Lane 2, but I think that's going to be lane 7 there. That's Peyton Oliver.
Wow, a little bit of an ebb and flow here in the final 50 meters of this 100-meter. At one point it looked like outside was taking the win, and it's going to be Peyton Oliver, 11.99, no win legal. So a little bit of movement, but it looks like Drake's out first.
That looks like Campbell there, lane 5, just commanding this race down the final stretch.
And he looks at the clock because he knows that is fast. If it legitimizes that 10-2, and it does! Wow. And we're underway here in the girls 4x2 Class 2A division.
We'll see if these leadoff legs can get their teams in a good position at this first exchange. Looks pretty even so far.
Handoffs are going to tell the story here on who's kind of leading the way. It looks, yeah, as you said, even.
Yeah, there's no clear, winner here right now. We'll have to see who gets the baton first.
Looks like here on the middle lanes here really starting to identify themselves. Panhandle, great team, running well on the outside. Looks like in 7, I think Panhandle might have a close lead right now, but I think it's really, really close.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it is Panhandle there, a strong second leg. We'll see who gets the baton here now as we go into the third exchange.
And on their inside, Stanford.
Yes, lane 6, they got the baton first there.
Refugio definitely has to make up some time here. They are being gapped at this point, but now Panhandle, strong program, takes the lead out front.
Looks like the race here right now is out in these outside lanes. Again, Panhandle lane 7.
And Shelbyville too, I think, on the red jersey, handing off here on their third leg.
And that looks like this is going to be a tight one coming in here, Corey.
I think it could be any girls team's race to win here in the final stretch here as we look to finish off this race. Panhandle now pulling away in the final 50. Can they make it? I don't know. Stanford now.
Looks like Stanford there is going to take this title.
Had a little bit more in the tank. Stanford throws their hands up in the air. 142.93 officially to win the 2A division 4x2.
What did I say, Corey? Maybe we'd see some sub 144s. We see a sub 143 here to win this race. 140.
So Powers in 9, as we mentioned, under 50, but he's going to have to work a little bit harder there on lane 9 to really make sure he gets out of the blocks.
Guys are out of their blocks here, rounding the track in this 400-meter race.
Lundy explosive, I think, in the first 100 meters. He's a taller runner, so he's got a little bit of stride length there. I think he's making up the stagger on his outside already.
Yes, Lundy in lane 5, but also look at lane 3. That's going to be Jeffries. He had the stagger early on his competitors as well.
He's moving well, but that's the first half of the race. Here comes the big one. That's the second half, and now we really have to bunker down and drive in.
Here's to still be Lundy here coming down the home stretch in the lead.
Powers in 9, as we said, was one to watch. Can he hold on?
Look on the outside, it's going to be Powers and Lundy down this home stretch, but it looks like Lundy is finding another gear here over this final few meters. It is going to be Lundy. He is your title winner here.
Half sprinter, half thrower, half man, half amazing. Brandon Lundy.
All right, Carl, better start, no second gun. It's now or never.
Ooh, center of the track. Is that Jacoby? 5.
I think Jordan also in lane number 9 looks to have a half a step lead on the field. Can he maintain that? I think Jacoby Williams now starting to unwind a little bit more, put himself in contention for a title. But also to his inside, that's going to be Adam Hill as well, coming off this turn in the front.
Hills ran sub 40 before, looking to make a name for himself here on the home stretch.
Look at him sprint to the finish. One more hurdle to go.
Woo.
Jacoby Williams
Jacoby down.
stumbles.
Oh, man, Jacoby might have gone 3 there with that stumble. Oh, man.
We also have a few scratches on the track. I don't see 8 lined up, so that's going to be Tut. Who's going to be a scratch of one less person in the field. Clean start. Campbell. Yes, we're less than 150 meters away from claiming a new champion here out there. Wow. Looking to grab another title, Ernest Campbell. He did it in the relay, he did it in the 100, and here he is once again grabbing a victory. We called it sub 21. I see it on the clock now. Is it win legal? And it is.
Wow.
To go ahead into this championship, but that doesn't stop these kids. They want to get this 4x4 title. All right, out very well is lane number 4. That looks to be Mason White. They're looking very strong actually on this back stretch, already making a move on Albany, and also Mart, who's in lane 6.
Making up that stagger.
Quick, very quick. 200 meters down, 200 meters to go for this first leg. Also, keep your eyes out for Collinsville at 9. They're kind of on an island on their own, but no one has been able to respond to them. So right now, I want to say that's Collinsville and Mason.
Check out this first exchange here. See who takes it here.
Look again to see who gets the baton first. Mason has it right now. So Mason is your early leaders, lane number 4. And then Collinsville in 9. I believe that's Centerville also looking solid there. Mason, white shirt, purple bottoms. The rest of this field is quickly closing in on that gap. Mason with a very tight lead. Martin there with the gold and purple, trying to press his way up into the front. Centerville also in the mix.
Mason's still running strong left. He's strong in there. And wow, Centerville trying to run up on the inside there of the turn.
Quickly realized that was not going to work. So
Not able. Those grills are not friendly.
all right, did Centerville get out too hard now? Because he's moving from 3rd to 1st.
And Mason's trying to go after him. Oh wow,
some
cut
trip
him
ups.
off there.
Okay, what does Mason do now? He's going to sit probably a little bit, come off this turn, probably shift it to another gear.
Trying to answer back here. Looks like Mason might be trying to answer back.
Yes, it looks like he is, and I think he's trying to, or did he exert too much energy? Centerville ducking his head,
wow.
and now we have...
Refugio on the out. Is that Refugio?
Yes, it is. Remember the 2 orange teams.
2 orange teams.
There we
Just
go.
with a stripe.
What a great handoff.
Wow. Talking
That was
about pulling them
beautiful.
through. That bought them some time there.
Textbook handoff right there. We have a new leader. Now 4 teams in the mix. Refugio. We have a new leader now, but also Mason trying to respond. Centerville in 4th. Your leader is Sonora. They snuck in there.
Yeah, they snuck right in. Sonora snuck right in there.
Or excuse me, that might be Beckville.
Beckville up front. Beckville's up front.
Okay, excuse me, that's Beckville up in the front, but now we have this 4-man race. We're 3 lanes wide. Refugio moving up into the front.
Refugio, your state champion.
Your state champions the
Wow.
last 20 meters. And we have a lot of dips at the line. Teams taking a tumble.
What a race there. That was a great race. Phenomenal race. I love the back and forth. Never gets old.
That was great. Refugio 3:21.56. Mason second with a 3:22.08. Centerville snuck in there for 3rd, 3:23.03, and then Beckville.
Recognize our girls track coaches. Please come to the stage as I call your name. Katie Green, our head track coach. Megan Franz, our girls athletic coordinator. Alex Upton. And Addison Bowler, who's unfortunately unable to be here. But these coaches have worked hard with these athletes and are so deserving of this recognition. Coach Herring, if you would, please present our girls track coaches with their state championship rings. give it up. Congratulations. Congratulations. Awesome job, coaches. Awesome job. Okay, Coach Green.
The 2023 girls track team could not have been outworked. This championship did not begin at the beginning of the track season, but rather we watched the building of greatness every weight session and workout from June to May. These girls were very hungry for success, and they put in the work to make it a reality. At some point in the season, we adopted the team motto, control what we can control. With a lack of experience, we had 2 seniors and a lot of freshmen. With a lack of experience came many distractions and variables that would often shake the girls' confidence in themselves. Our coaching staff would reassure them that if we can control the things that we can control and let the other factors fall into place, we would be just fine in the end. The girls, not everybody gets to be a state champion in their lifetime. Today you're getting a symbol of you achieving that coveted goal. I hope that this ring reminds you that the value of hard work is priceless. And I hope it reminds you to always control what you can in life and let the rest take care of itself. Lastly, when you look at this ring, I hope it makes you hungry for another one. I love each of you, and I'm so thankful that I get to share this championship with you.
All right, and now we're gonna have Coach Green and Coach Herring to present our girls with their state championship rings. So students, please come to the stage on this entrance over here as I call your name. You will receive your ring, and you're gonna take a picture with the coaches, and then you're gonna walk back to your seat. But please do not open your ring boxes until instructed to do so at the end of the ceremony. Managers, Andrea Lara, Lindsay Baltazar, and Shaylin Farrell. You might think they are just the managers, but our team would be lost without these 3 girls. Whether it's carrying equipment, setting up camps, keeping stats, loading and unloading, remembering items the athletes have forgotten, or making sure the athletes never miss their events, these girls fill in so many gaps for the coaches and keep things running smoothly every track meet. All right. Congratulations. You can go ahead and take your seats. Alternates. Caitlin Brown, 4x100 meter alternate. Let's give it up for Caitlin. And Ayana Brown, 4x100 meter alternate. Unfortunately, Caitlin is not able to be here, but we'll make sure she gets all of her goodies. Is there someone that will be accepting it on her behalf that is here?
Did I take the junior high already? The junior? Her brother was supposed to come get it.
Oh, her brother. Is that Chandler? I can't see. Yes, awesome. Chandler is going to stand in her place. The role of the alternates is critical as we go deep into the season, as there is no predicting when they will be called upon to perform on the big stage. They must be focused and race ready at all times. Caitlin and Ayana did an awesome job of going the distance with this team. Carly McLean. As a freshman, Carly competed on all 3 relays this season. All 3 relays competed in the regional track meet. Carly was third leg of the regional and state champion 4x100 meter relay, the starter for the 4x200 meter relay, which was 6th at state, and second leg of the 4x400 meter relay, which was 6th at regionals. Carly is a dedicated runner who began working for track season in the fall by running cross country. Congratulations, Carly. Jazaylin Lewis. As a freshman, Jazaylin competed in 5 events and went to the regional track meet in 4 of these events. She ran the third leg of the 6th place 4x200 meter relay at state and the first leg of the 4x400 meter relay. In addition to track, Jazaylin was a standout in 3 other sports during her freshman year. Jasmine Howard. As a freshman, Jasmine competed in 5 events at the regional track meet. She made the finals in all 5 of the events and finished no less than 5th in 4 of them. She ran second leg of the regionals and state champion 4x100 meter relay. While spending much of the season nursing an injured quad muscle, Jasmine showed a great amount of fight and grit, pushing through the pain to be a champion. Riley Haug. As a sophomore, Riley ran at the state track meet for the 2nd year in a row. She was the starter for the regional and state champion 4x100 meter relay every race of the season. She also anchored the 4x400 meter relay and ran the 400 meter dash. Riley is a true competitor whose versatility and athleticism allows her to be successful in multiple events. Shadriana Callis. As a senior, Shay competed in her first state track meet, a goal that she always worked hard to obtain. Shay competed on 2 relays this season, the 4x400 meter relay and the 4x200 meter relay that placed 6th at the state track meet. During her time in high school, Shay was a standout in 4 varsity sports, received numerous accolades, and finally added state champion to her list of accomplishments.
One thing I was going to say to my team, though, off script, this one and that one right there, they love y'all. And they look up to y'all, and you cannot do any wrong in their eyes. So that there is really important to me, that my girls are getting to watch you guys grow up and blaze the pathway for them.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Peyton Oliver. And I know, all right, her sister's still here because I know the elementary had left. But receiving the award for Peyton, because Peyton is in college and she actually has track practice, but her sister Tegan will be accepting the award for her. Peyton had a very busy day in Austin, competing on both relays as well as the 100-meter dash. Peyton shined like a star in her final high school season. She ran in 11.99 to win gold in the 100-meter dash and scored a total of 15.5 points for her team. While in high school, Peyton competed in 3 state track meets and earned 4 medals. Our team will miss her dedication and leadership this season, but we are so happy for her as she continues her track career in college. Now let's give it up for our girls state track champions. Now it's time to recognize our boys track coaches. Please come to the stage as I call your name. Adam Spiegelman, our head boys track coach. James King. Garrett Johnson. And Cameron Cox and Jared Kay, who are no longer with us, but in spirit they are. And then also, Coach Herring is up here because he helped with the boys track team as well. These coaches have put in hours and hours of overtime in helping our track athletes be the best that they can absolutely be. So Coach Herring, if you would please present our boys track coaches with their state championship rings. Oh, they got them already. Look at them, they're on the ball. All right, now we're gonna have Coach Spiegelman to come over and say some words.
Guys, I'm going to try to be quick with this, but God's blessed me in a lot of ways. One of the biggest gifts for sure is getting to be y'all's coach. It's a blessing that I really can't explain most days. Sometimes y'all drive me absolutely crazy, but y'all know that I think of you guys as mine, and so does my wife, and I'm super grateful for you guys. Winning a title is really, really hard, and it's especially hard to do it again. So one of my favorite things about the trait of this team was they made up their mind on day one that they weren't going to let anything get in their way. And so I like that so much because that's a life skill, right? When you guys are determined to be the best at whatever it is, that follows you, okay? It goes beyond sports. So like when you guys can apply being the best math student when you're in math class, or best track kid, or the best husband, best brother, best son, whatever it is, that's a life skill. And I saw that from you guys, and that's to me is what was so important and so impressive about you guys last year. The other thing, all of the things we overcame, including something that I messed up, right? You guys overcame everything that was put in your way. And again, that's a life skill. That's something that will follow you. Because very rarely in life does something go perfect and easy, especially when it's something hard, like something hard to accomplish, something worth accomplishing. So those two things stood out to me the most about you guys. I'm so proud of you. I love you guys. I'm going to stop talking because you've been waiting on your rings for like 3 weeks, okay?
All right. Now, Coach Spiegelman and Coach Herring will present our boys with their state championship rings. So boys, please come to the stage as I call your name. You'll receive your ring, take a picture with the coaches, and then walk back to your seat. But please do not open your ring boxes until instructed to do so at the end of the ceremony. Managers, Cadence Wills, Lucas Mesa, and Jaden Wright. Our managers are the unsung heroes of our team. They don't get much attention, but they make sure our athletes have water and snacks. They help us time and record information we use, and they set up our camp at meets. They support us in so many ways, and we were blessed to have 3 really great kids contribute to the success of the 2023 track team. All right, let's give another round of applause. Kai Whitmire. Kai is a do-it-all kid for us in every sport. He's very versatile and has been a huge part of the success we have had the last 3 years in track. He is a 2-time regional champion in the 300 hurdles, a regional qualifier in the long jump, and a member of the state champion 4x400 meter relay. Jaden Lewis. Jaden is a leader first and foremost. He is vocal, and he backs up his words with his actions. Jaden was a regional qualifier in the 200 meter and a member of the state champion 4x400 meter relay. He started that relay in Austin and put us in great position to compete the rest of the way. Isaiah Avery. Isaiah is one of the most unselfish kids I have ever coached. He ran all 3 relays and was a standout on all of them. He earned 2 gold medals at the state track meet in the 4x100 and 4x400 meter relays. Isaiah also competes at a high level in the triple jump and high jump. Ernest Campbell. Ernest has won 7 gold medals at the state track meet in his 3 years so far. Last season, he anchored the 4x100 meter relay that won state. He placed first in the 200 meter dash and was the fastest 100 meter athlete in the entire state of Texas, running a 10.2. Ernest also earned an opportunity to run at the Nike Outdoor National Meet in Oregon. We look forward to the next track season to see what the Flash will accomplish. Carson Herring. Carson battled injuries throughout the season last year. He fought through pain, especially late in the year, and ran an incredible first leg for the 4x100 relay, helping that team win gold. When healthy, he also was a member of the other 2 relays that enjoyed a ton of success last year. Jason Moore. The epitome of never quit and never give up. Jason tore his ACL in the first football game, and many wondered if he would be back for track season. Well, he worked his tail off to get back and ready and came through in a huge way. He earned a silver medal in the 400 meter and was a member of the 4x100 and 4x400 meter relays that both earned gold medals in Austin. Ryan Hasso. Ryan started off on JV to begin the season. Coaches often tell athletes to keep working and get better, which he did. He just worked and worked until it was undeniable that he should be moved up. Ryan stepped up in Kingsville when he ran the first leg of the mile relay. He PR'd and was a huge reason our 4x400 meter qualified for the state meet. Braylon Gonzalez. I don't know if there's anyone that will come up and, all right, he has a brother right there. Braylon is an athlete who excels in multiple areas. He's a 2-time regional qualifier in the 110 hurdles and also qualified in the 300 hurdles. We asked him to try triple jump late in the season as well, and it wasn't long before he became great at that too. Our only regret with Braylon is that he doesn't have any more eligibility for us. Colton Taylor. Colton also started on JV, and Coach K would say, if he ever puts it all together, he will be unbelievable. Well, he did, and there was a span of about 3 meets in which he improved his discus throw 10 feet each time we went to a meet. The constant improvement culminated in the rare feat of competing at the state meet as a freshman. We are so proud of his growth and his accomplishments. Michael Brown. Michael added a lot of depth and talent to our team this past season. He consistently improved his time in the open 400 meter and is a kid who we could have thrown on any relay without a drop-off. We are so excited about Michael moving forward and can't wait to see what he accomplishes this year. Jordan King. Jordan is a different type of athlete. He is one of the rarest combinations because he has enjoyed a lot of success in the 100-meter and running on relays, but also qualified for regionals in the shot put and ran on the regional 4x100-meter relay. It isn't often that you find an athlete who can do both. Opposing coaches say things like, "You aren't supposed to be that big and that fast." We're looking forward to next season with Jordan. Caleb Brown. Caleb was a welcomed addition to our team last season. He sets an extremely high bar for what hard work looks like. He excelled in the Open 100 and added valuable depth to our relays, which was so important last year with all the injuries we've dealt with throughout the season. We are grateful for his contributions and thrilled he came out to run last spring.
Good job, Bucket. Good job, buddy. Proud of you.
All right, let's give it up for our boys state track champions.
1, 2, 3, look at him.
Oh, do one more. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, you want to do it? You can do that. We have one final recognition. Mr. Ryan Linney. Mr. Linney is one of the most dedicated individuals in the district. He gives up so much personal time to showcase the athletes of Refugio ISD with the Refugio Sports Network. On any given week, he will be at a game 3 to 4 nights a week, on top of doing his regular job teaching here in the district. He also puts together spreadsheets of times from around the state so we can compare. We are glad to have him be a part of this ceremony and grateful for the time dedicated to promoting all of our athletic programs. Thank you, Mr. Linney. And one last recognition, and I know she's behind this curtain and doesn't want to be recognized, but I just want to recognize Coach Campbell, our cheer coach, who put this whole program and ceremony together. Reaching out, talking to people, and getting the alumni here. She did a fantastic job. So let's give her a big round of applause. Okay. Now, state champion athletes, if you would please stand at this time. And Coach Spiegelman, great. Have you stand. 1, 2, 3.
All right, y'all ready? On 3, 1. Oh my goodness, Ernest.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Look at me. Awesome. All right, if we can have the lights, the house lights to come up because we want to see these beautiful state championship rings. Cheerleaders. Congratulations, state champs. Let's give them another round of applause. Awesome job, awesome job. We're not done just yet. Hang on up at the top. Our cheerleaders are coming up. And we're going to join them in victory. VICTORY. Will we win it? Well, yes. Refugio, Refugio. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! All right, let's hit that alma mater. Does he know? Oh, yeah. Okay.
What about yours?
Oh, y'all got me one.
You both. We didn't announce.
I didn't know that.
I did.
got you a girls one and a boys one.
Oh my gosh.